Hey guys, this is Toph of Project Barnacle here to tell you about the channel. Now, my real ID is Mestopheles, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with Toph because no one can pronounce Mestopheles, and also it's a mouthful. So I'm just going to go by Toph. It's easier, it's shorter, and it's just better. Anyways, I just want to tell you a little bit of the backstory about the channel, first of all, which is I first started wanting to record games when I was playing Dark Souls 1 one day and I got a triple kill in PvP with the Great Demon or the Great Demon Axe, or I forget what it's called now, but with Crystal Magic Weapon, and I one-shotted two people and two-shotted one guy, all with two swings, like they were all within the range of my swings, and I one-shotted, I believe, two of them, maybe just one, and then I swung one more time, the remaining of them died, whether it was one or two, and I just thought that was the most epic moment ever, and I wanted to record it so bad. But back then, I just didn't. I ended up buying a Pog, and I got some equipment together, and I did some stuff, but I just really didn't have the mindset and the capabilities to be able to make the quality videos that I wanted to be able to make. But more recently, my cousin has been wanting to get into YouTube, so that kind of reignited my interest in doing it, along with just watching several different YouTube channels and everything like that. So I got more interested in it from that, and I kind of started entertaining the idea again. We started setting up for it. But what really tipped me over was the fact that as of now, I just got out of college and I don't have a job, so I'm in the job search, and I'm living on my own from what money I do have, and I just got so bored, and I was watching all these YouTube channels, and I realized one day that I was sitting there just hitting the subscription button, like, or hitting refresh on my subscription page, being like, oh, please, someone freaking upload a video so I can get rid of this boredness. And I thought, well, why don't I just start actually doing it? And that's kind of what made me actually serious about it, both all that time ago, and even when I started getting a little more serious about it with my cousin. But now I'm dead set on it, and I'm for sure gonna do it, and I really want to make it as good of quality and have a decent amount of content as possible. So, my goal is to upload one video per week at the very, very least. I would like to get to the point to where I am uploading one video from every different type of series, or at least most of the series I have at any given time. But for this beginning, my goal is to just get consistent enough to where I'm doing at least one video a week. So I want to get into some of the series real quick. I will have introduction videos for each individual series. Well, not maybe every single one, because some of them will be pretty self-explanatory, or I can just explain it right in the beginning of the first episode. But I do want to get into some of them. So the first one will be Griffintoff Play. Big Griff Dog is my cousin, who will be also part of this channel. More so later on down the line. He has kind of an internet situation along with other things, so he's got to get all that figured out. But once he gets going, that will be sort of the bread and butter, I would hope, at some point, because I prefer playing with someone else than just kind of playing by myself. I'm certainly willing to do it, but I think it'll be more entertaining for me and the viewers for us to be playing together. But that series might not start for a while, and it might be less consistent because it's going to require long-term footage, because we'll be playing a game. The first game we'll most likely play is Dark Souls 3. So we'll play Dark Souls 3 for a very long period of time, and we'll have to cut it, and we'll have to get both sets of our videos. We're each going to be recording it, where we want to do some kind of good and high-quality fancy things, where we switch in between our videos and stuff, so you can see things from different perspectives based on who's saying what, and all kinds of fun jazz. But it might take a while to get that set up, but I do want to get that set up, and I hope that ends up being a big part of the channel. But it won't be for at least probably until Dark Souls 3 comes out sometime after that, and I hope to get consistent with that, but I can't make any promises. So a second area of series will be just Toph Plays. That's just me playing. I probably won't have that in the titles of the actual games I'm playing, but the main thing that will be with that will be Project Diva games. I already have some videos ready for Project Diva F and Project Diva F Second. When Project Diva X drops for PS4, I won't be. I might get the Vita version, but I'm not sure. But regardless, when it drops for PS4, I'll be making videos on that, and I'll be surely getting Project Diva Future Tone, which I'll be doing tons of videos about that. So I'll be posting videos of me getting perfects and me getting very, very close to perfects. So I'll have perfects and then my so close series. And most of those, because I've gotten so many one safes, so I just wanted to be able to upload that too, just for entertainment purposes. But anyways, there'll be that, and also I'll probably do into other games. The first game I'll probably start doing will be the Project Diva games, but then also Storm 4. And I'll have individual series within just Storm 4 itself. I'm going to do some kind of rank series. I haven't quite decided on that exactly, and I will do just a playthrough series where I'm just goofing off because I can't do the story mode seriously because everyone's already seen that crap. But anyways, so those are the first two. The third one will be Toff Talks, and I'll primarily be doing Toff Talks Anime, which is where I'll be talking about anime, and within that series, I will have Toff Talks Anime Flashbacks, which will be the first thing I do, where I go back through my anime list in alphabetical order of all the animes I've ever completed and have a discussion about it. I'll explain that more later. It'll be just a discussion, not so much reviews or anything like that, just discussion. But I will be doing anime, potentially video games and movies, maybe current events occasionally, but current events don't really interest me too much. And along with all that, I'll also just be doing Toff Talks Random, which will be just me talking about whatever I feel like it, whether it's my dream I had last night or just random thoughts I have. I'll probably post those very irregularly, but if I just randomly feel like doing that, I'll do that for the Toff Talks as well. So the next series will be Trophy Hunt, and the first one I'll be doing, because I have no footage of any of my trophies so far, but the first one I'll be doing is Storm 4. I'm not 100% sure where or how this will go. This is the series I'm least, I guess, sure about, because I'm not sure how that'll exactly work and whether or not I'll enjoy doing it, whether or not people will enjoy watching it. But depending on how that goes, I'll continue doing it, but at the very least, I will do one for Storm 4. Finally, the last series is Operation Game Creation. This series will be about myself, along with my cousin, and probably my brother as well, and potentially other people, talking about our ideas for a great game. You know, I'm sure everyone who's ever played games has thought, oh man, let's think of a game, and they've talked it through, and they said, oh, let's do this and that, and it'll be so great. And we've done that so many times that we wanted to just go ahead and do it in a more official capacity, I suppose, and actually really work out a lot of the details and see what other people think of our ideas as well. But also, we want to go through, there's posts on Reddit and other places where people talk about stuff like this and talk about other people's ideas, as well as potentially people in the comments, if they think of an idea that we find interesting, go through that and just discuss it. But my brother and my cousin my brother is already he's in school to be a programmer, and my cousin's probably going to do that as well. So, in the long term, we actually might end up taking it to the next step and actually working on developing a game, but that would be that would be far away, and it would be a long-term project, and I'm not really, who knows how that'll go, but I am really excited for the potential of that. Along the line, we'll probably add more series, but that's all we're going to have for the very beginning. Some of them are actually going to be a little farther off, but the first few will be Toff Plays and Toff Talks. So the first content will be me playing Naruto and Project Diva games and having conversations about anime. Those will be the first three things, and I will try to get those very consistent and get very good at doing those quickly, so hopefully at some point or another I can have at least one Toff Talks and one Toff Plays out every single week, and then eventually add on the others to where we are doing one video for every single series every week. The most difficult one will be the Operation Game Creation, because that requires a lot of forethought, a lot of cooperation. I have to get people all together at the same time and then go through it. So those will probably be very inconsistent, but hopefully at some point there'll be some consistency to them. If you guys like what you hear so far, I hope you'll continue to watch, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope we all have a lot of fun. And that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.